now time for the Jeff Fox Radio Show. Jeff Fox Radio Show. Turn it up and get ready to talk sports and entertainment with your favorite sports brother. Follow the Jeff Fox Show on Instagram. That's at the Jeff Fox Show. Follow him on Twitter at Sports Bros Radio. And follow the Jeff Fox Show on Facebook at the Jeff Fox Show. Remember to subscribe on YouTube to Jeff Fox. You can always choose to support Jeff on Cash App. $ Radio Host 1. And sit back, relax, and enjoy the Jeff Fox Show. Powered by Brand Star Sports and Entertainment.
Super Focus winner, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins number one. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins number one.
Yeah! Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive.
You are just so sarcastic. You're just so sarcastic with it. You don't care. You don't care.
I love my Dolphin fans.
You do not care whatsoever.
I love my Dolphin fans.
And you play a bunch of drunk Dolphin fans. Yeah.
Just great? Wasn't that just great? Isn't that all about team spirit? Can I play it again?
Yes, you can. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. Now when we say Miami, we're talking Super Focus winner, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins number one. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins number one.
Yes. Yes. I'm going to tell Jason. I'm going to tell Jason on you. I'm going to tell Jason on you. I'm going to send him a clip of this show. I'm going to send him a clip of this show.
Jason jumped on me yesterday in the press box about my Raiders.
Yeah.
And what he made a sarcastic joke about my racist head coach. Former head coach.
Oh yeah, he did. He did let you know about that.
Yeah, he let me know about it. You know, in those uncertain terms.
But actually, hey, y'all are playing better now that he's gone.
Yes, sir. Yes,
team
sir.
has rallied behind the backup coach, the interim head coach.
Yes, sir.
What's the interim head coach's name, Jeff?
Rich something. I can't say his last name.
Hold on, dog. Hold on.
Rich.
You are a Raiders fan, and you can't even say the interim head coach's name. That's sad. That is sad.
I'll learn how to say. I had to learn how to say Tom Flores.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What was the name of the tight end that filled in for Waller last night?
Foster Moreau, superstar in the making. Foster Moreau. Remember the name.
Right. Yeah, I remember the name. I remember the name.
Foster Moreau.
Checking. Josh Jacobs got hurt. And who was the guy that filled in and scored a touchdown for Josh Jacobs?
Oh, that was Kenyon Drake.
Okay, just checking.
We got him from y'all, man.
Yeah,
you know, everybody ball out of control once they
leave
the
Dolphins.
Yeah. Right. By the way, welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. I am in a great mood. It's a fabulous football Monday. You can like, subscribe, share on YouTube. Share the link everywhere with all of your friends. Follow me on Instagram at The Jeff Fox Show. The website is thejefffoxshow.com. And you can cash app me. Money. Support us, man. At $ Radio Host 1. And Lorenzo.
Yes, sir.
I released a press release today that said that the Jeff Fox Show is now powered by Brand Star Sports and Entertainment.
That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful
thing, man.
Where the applause.
Yes. Thank you, Brandstar, for showing us love. Yeah. So if you want to book the Jeff Fox Show for any events, that sort of thing, make sure you contact the fine folks at Brandstar Sports and Entertainment. Also, big shout out to Ricardo Mario McKinney Burrows, a.k.a. Ricky, a Raider fan in the Bahamas. Yes, a Raider fan. Showing us love in the chat.
He is in the chat. He's in here. What's up, Ricardo? Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, also big shout out to the X Squad. Big shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I hope your team won this weekend. I hope you guys had a fabulous weekend as we get things started right here on the Jeff Fox Show. And we will begin with you, Lorenzo Ice-T Thomas. You had an interesting weekend, didn't you?
I traveled this particular weekend, and actually this was the first time that I have not accompanied you. Let's keep it like that, because I was out and about. So it just, I don't want to tell too much of my business, but I was out and about. But it was an interesting weekend because the Miami Dolphins lost again. That's exactly
6 in a row.
Yes, we have lost 6 in a row, and you can definitely say that Brian Flores is on the hot seat. Chris Greer is on the hot seat, and even Stephen Ross, he's on the hot seat. So the whole organization right now is on the hot seat. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens before the trade deadline comes up next week.
Yeah, well, all I hear is Deshaun Watson to the Dolphins, and now I'm hearing Deshaun Watson might be to the Panthers.
I think that's a smoke screen. That's a smoke screen. I believe it's just a smoke screen. Because Deshaun Watson himself has put it out there and made sure that they know that the only team he wants to go to is the Miami Dolphins. So that's just the Texans trying to maneuver to get the Dolphins to spend more draft capital or give up more assets. That's all that is.
By the way, Dolphins lose to the Atlanta Falcons yesterday. I was at the stadium. They lose 30-28, and it ended up being a hell of a ball game. They fought their way back.
Right. It was a very entertaining game, and you have to give Tua Tagovailoa some credit, because if you look at these past 2 games, and we, now Show Prep talked about how well he has played during the past 3 games, past 2 games, or the 3 games he's played this season, he's played, pretty well for a quarterback that has only played 13 games in his NFL career. Yeah, exactly. And just looking at these last 2 games, even though it was against the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons, who are they're not very good teams, he's thrown the ball. I'm going off the top here. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I think approximately 87 times, 40 times yesterday. And then last week against the Jaguars, 47. So that is 87 passing attempts over 2 games. I don't think anyone would want a young quarterback throwing the ball that often. And he's really made out of those 87 throws. I'm not making excuses for him, but these are facts. He's had 3 bonehead throws that have come at the most inopportune time. Then it happened yesterday, right after the defense got a turnover. Then he turned it back over, which ended up setting up a score. You had a 10-point swing there. And then throwing an interception in the red zone yesterday, where the Atlanta Falcons end up intercepting the ball, and then another interception against the Jaguars last week. So basically, out of those 87 throws, he's had 3 bonehead plays, which he would say he should have never thrown the ball. But out of 87 throws, you're going to have at least probably more than 3 bonehead throws. It's just happened that these throws happen to be picked off, and it hurt the team. But yesterday's loss, you can't say that one was on Tua, even though he contributed to it. And Brian Flores said it in his press conference, what you want to do is, his young quarterback came back. Of course, what do they do when they get down by 2 scores? They open up the offense, they start throwing the ball, and they end up putting touchdowns on the scoreboard. And what happens? Tua brought the team back and gave them the lead with about a little less than 2 minutes. And you would expect a team that has a defensive-minded coach to be able to hold that lead and keep the Falcons from scoring a field goal to win the game.
Thus the title of today's show. The more things change,
the more they remain
the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dolphin fans have been going through this all their lives. And I want to dedicate tonight's show to my cousin Rodney, who's a Dolphin fan, who's just waiting and waiting and waiting, hoping and wishing that his Dolphins can have a winning season.
Oh, it's not happening.
That they can turn it around, that they can win a Super Bowl in his lifetime.
Yeah. Stephen Ross is hoping the same thing, and he's 81, and he owns the team. So,
man.
And the thing about the losses this year is that normally I would have to go back. If I go back and look at the wins last year, you had the defense, who led the NFL in takeaways last year. And of course, they were number one on third down conversion. So the defense did a lot to keep the offense in the game. And they, basically played much better than they're playing this year. But
right.
The losses, like to your Raiders, that came in overtime. That's a game that we could have won. There was a pass interference in the end zone, which could have basically won the game for the Dolphins. Then with the Jaguars, that one ended on a last-second walk-off field goal where there were a couple of plays, like the special team play where the guy touched the ball, but the refs didn't call a penalty. They didn't call a flag on that one. No, but you even have a clip. Why don't you show that clip, right?
I don't know if I still have that clip.
Yeah, you have that clip of him touching the ball, and that ends up being an L here. In this game, it's just that they had the lead, and, Atlanta was the better team and drove down the field and put 3 points on the board. But what really has to hurt, and which everyone's talking about now, is that just look at the guy that was on the field yesterday, that if your general manager doesn't try to get too cute, you could have stayed at number 3 and selected him, and he would be on your team, and that is Kyle Pitts. So imagine what the offense would look with Tua Tagovailoa on the field. Ball to Mike Gesicki and Kyle Pitts.
You mean this guy?
The blitz picked up. Ryan floats one down the sideline, and between two defenders, Kyle Pitts, another spectacular grab.
Yeah,
that was a great play by Kyle Pitts. I'm going to get that out again. That was a great play by Kyle Pitts. Problem is, they should have had Byron Jones, who is a taller, longer, rangier cornerback, on Kyle Pitts, because if you remember in the Raiders game, they put Byron Jones on Darren Waller in that game. So why wasn't Byron Jones?
That didn't work out too great for you guys.
Yes, it did. Waller didn't kill us in that game. Waller did not kill us in that game. It was Renfro's the one who had the big game. It was not. It wasn't. It was.
He killed y'all last year.
The point is that the defense did not. They sat back in zones, and you have to play to basically line up against the strength of the other team. They had Holland over the top, and they had, of course, Xavier Howard, who is considered to be a lockdown corner, but he's not as tall as Byron Jones. And if you're gonna cheat with the safety over the top, then put X one-on-one on the best receiver, which is Calvin Ridley, and have Byron Jones on Weiler, who lined up on Pitts, who lined up as a wide receiver. You see what I'm saying? That's a problem with coaching. And why are you in a 2-minute drill playing zone? That's stupid. Thank you. Where was the amoeba defense in that situation? Where was it? It wasn't there. It was non-existent.
I'm sorry, man. But, Dolphin fans get so angry. Yesterday I'm leaving the stadium, guys. People wearing paper bags over their heads.
I would never do that.
They're
doing that.
They're burning jerseys. Here's my cousin, Rodney, the intern, right after the game. I was like, what do you think of the Atlanta Falcons comeback win? Congratulations! Oh my!
Hey, I'm not coming. This is what you're gonna do? Is this what you're gonna do? I'm not coming on your show anymore. If this is what you're gonna do, is this what it is? Why don't you show some highlights, man? Be professional.
I'm just having fun, man.
That's a terrible, terrible clip.
it was said. You're right, Lorenzo.
Yeah. You when the Raiders were and John, did you put all those clips on there with John? Did you put the email out there that John Gruden wrote when he wrote that? Did you put it out? Did you do that? Did you do that? You didn't do that. See? Mm-hmm.
That's kind of biased.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of, not bad, Dolphin fans. I was just having a little fun.
Yeah, I see. Uh-huh.
But let's take a look at Tua playing the hero yesterday.
Second and goal. Tua keeps, throws, end zone. Did he hang on? Back of the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. Mac.
And where's Devontae Parker? Where's Preston Williams? Where's Will Fuller? And I got to give Tua credit. He has not had those. And Albert Wilson. He's like there, but he's not there. And those are the 4 best wide receivers on the team, and they're not showing up. And he still threw for 294 yards?
91 yards, 32 out of 42, 91, 4 touchdowns, and the 2 interceptions. Very impressive.
Yeah, and big shout going out to Mac Hollins, man. We need more players like him on this team. He has so much heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch the play action on this. I mean, the way, I always get fooled sometimes when I don't know if they handed it off or they what. Watch how he hides the ball.
Second and goal. Tua keeps, throws, end zone. Did he hang on? Back of the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. Mac.
That was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
And if you see it, when Jalen Waddle was coming in motion, the entire Falcons defense moved with him.
Yes.
They followed him because he's the only weapon that they really have at the wide receiver position. And then Mac Hollins was able to come in on the back of the end zone to get a touchdown. That was the score. No, that wasn't even the score to put us ahead. I think you've got that clip too, correct?
Yeah. No, that was a late touchdown to put you guys ahead. That was it.
I don't think so. The one to Myles Gaskin, I think, was the one that put us ahead.
Okay, I don't have that one. But after the Dolphins, man, went ahead, it was up to the D. And who's in charge of the defense?
Josh Boyer.
Isn't that Flores' supposed forte?
Yeah, but I think he's allowing his coordinators to do what they do. And they were sitting back. Like Kyle Pitts, I think he caught 2 or 3 passes on that drive, and one was with a zone with no one right in front of him, no one hitting him off the line, giving him a free release. I'm like, what are you doing? You know what this man could. You saw him in training camp. You did 2-a-days with them. You had a scrimmage with them, so you know what you need to do with this man. You got Calvin Ridley on lock. He didn't have a good game, but you have to double him sometimes.
Yeah.
And they didn't do that on that last drive, nor did they blitz Matt Ryan. And that's another thing. The Dolphins front 7 or front 4 can't get any pressure on the quarterback. And as long as you can, that's the way you can play defense, you can forget it. You can forget it.
And I think they should. I'm not sure they're using Jerome Baker. Man, we had Jerome Baker. He'd be Lawrence Taylor. He's like a fierce pass rusher.
It's because the linebacking core sucks, and because he's your only linebacker that can truly cover. So you need him in coverage, and if he's rushing the quarterback or blitzing, you don't have any linebackers that can cover. So that's the problem. So and Brian Flores was a linebackers coach, I believe, in New England. So you think that core would be better than it is, and outside of that, it's a problem.
Yeah, the Dolphins really fought hard yesterday, man. I mean, after falling behind, they could have quit, but, Tua wouldn't let them. And then, the late heroics to get ahead, all they had to do was hold the lead for 2 minutes. But
Younghoe Koo for the Falcons victory, and he nailed it. Atlanta wins as time expires in Miami.
Damn, that hurt.
Yeah. I'm numb to it. Didn't hurt me. I expected it. Basically, when they scored, I was like, "Oh, there's too much time left on the clock," and I was wondering what type of defense was the Dolphins going to play. It'd have been better if they had, played the amoeba defense and then let them score. early to give you enough time to get the ball back. If you play the amoeba defense and you blitz and you go all out, you get burnt. All right, you get burnt, you give up a touchdown, but now you have an opportunity to get the ball back again. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where is that defense? And you do have your two starting cornerbacks out there that you're paying all this money because they're lockdown corners, but you didn't play lockdown defense in that situation. And you had Byron Jones. I don't know where he was on that play to Kyle Pitts on the sideline, but Byron Jones should have been covering Kyle Pitts because he's taller.
Right.
He's taller. And you did it with Wallace. I don't know why you wouldn't do it with Pitts.
Immediately after the game, the rumors continued and they intensified, talking about Deshaun Watson. And I can tell you right now, if the Miami Dolphins had Deshaun Watson, how different would their record be with this current team? I'm asking you, Lorenzo.
Oh, you're asking me? I would say we would probably be, I would say 4-3 right now. More than likely.
He's that much of a difference maker. With all the flaws this team has.
Well,
the defense.
And one thing is when the problem with the Dolphins is that they script their first few plays or they practice whatever the plays are going to be on offense for the first one or two drives.
Right.
They are getting destroyed in the second quarter. So when they were up on your Raiders 14-0. They were up on New England, I think 10-0. They were up on Atlanta yesterday, 7-0. They were up on the Jaguars. So they can get in front of teams, and then the offense starts to bog down.
Right.
Tua is not mobile in the quarter, and in the pocket. Deshaun Watson is. So with a bad offensive line, you know what he's able to do. You know he can scramble out of the pocket. He can make happens. He can make
scramble too.
No, not like Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Come on, Jeff. Stop it. You saw him out there trying to juke. You know, I mean, he did hurt somebody yesterday when they tried to tackle him. He knocked that safety out of the game when he hit him, and that shows the heart that Tua has. But my point is, against the Raiders, it's not just 14-0. It's 21-0. Or 28-0. Against the Jaguars, it's 24-3 instead of just 13-3 because he has the ability to improvise and make plays on the fly. And that's what's not happening with this offense. And then they come out in the third quarter and they'll go ahead and drive straight down the field and put some points on the board. And really, the only times you've seen this offense really open up is when they get two scores down. Then they just start throwing the ball. And they've been very successful. The Raiders games, they were successful. And yesterday, they were successful when they got down and Tua and the offense just opened it up. You know, they fear that he's going to make a mistake. And, you know, when you throw the ball 87 times over 2 games, you're going to have some bonehead plays. It's just the plays have come at the wrong time, especially when you're in the red zone or you're in scoring territory and you're missing opportunities to put points on the board. And if you think about it, I think in the Raiders game, Jason Sanders missed a field goal. And the Jacksonville game, Jason Sanders missed a field goal. And yesterday, he had a field goal attempt blocked.
Right.
Special teams. Every facet of this team is playing terribly. Those field goals turn into wins. It's just that simple. Now, these are not great teams that we're losing to, but I'm just saying the fundamentals, if you execute
you believe, Lorenzo Thomas, that Deshaun Watson is that much of a difference maker.
Definitely. Oh, come on, man. He's a top 5 quarterback.
I get it, and I know this, but I mean,
2 for how much yesterday? 291. If it's Deshaun Watson, it's 391.
The Dolphins have to change the way they play.
But they can't, because they don't feel that Tua's arm is strong enough to get the ball down the field the way it's necessary to. Right. So therefore, they play in the box. They play to the offensive design to his strength.
You don't scare anybody that way.
No, you don't. You know? But that's what they have.
And you're easy to defend that way, you know. And again, I just think that the offense is too conservative. I don't think they use Gesicki right.
They don't even use Jalen Waddle right.
Yeah, he should be going downfield.
He's only averaging like 7 yards a reception. Come on, man.
That's crazy. It's ludicrous.
His pattern should be run behind the linebackers, in front of the safeties. When can we see a post? When we just see him, you know, Run a 9 route. Whatever that route is that they call. When we can
on the go route. Send him on the go route. Just let me see what that looks like to see Jalen Waddle on the go route in a Dolphin uniform.
At least attempt it. But the problem is, then it comes to another part of the offense that's not doing well, and it's
the offensive line.
So he got sacked once yesterday. He got pressured, and it was Austin Jackson. He blew his block, and that was the defensive tackle that was coming in to put pressure on Tua when he tried to step up to the pocket, threw the ball, intercepted, returned, and that set up the Patterson touchdown run.
Well, the loss drops the Dolphins now to 1-6 on the year. The Falcons improved to 3-3. And, of course, this is Miami's 6th straight loss after starting the year with a win against the New England Patriots. Once again, Tua Tagovailoa, 32 out of 40, 291, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. And now the Dolphins head to
Buffalo
Stadium.
And you know what makes it even worse? On to Buffalo. Last time we went there, I think it was 56-20 something. It was 58-28, lost by 30. Buffalo is coming off of a bye. They are coming off of a bye. So they was able just to sit back and relax this past weekend. But the Dolphins decided not to take their bye after their trip in London. So Buffalo is just sitting back, watching the Dolphins game and sitting back, just resting up, getting healthy, and going to be ready to put it to the Dolphins, especially after losing to Tennessee on that final play. Do you know how upset they are for losing that game? And now they got the Dolphins coming in after a
I thought it was a great call by Buffalo late in that game to go.
No, I agree with it. I totally agree with it. And Josh Allen's foot slipped. Yes, it did. So a great call. I agree with it. Go for the win and what have you. But they are going to want to, and they beat him 6 straight. So, everyone that's been talking about how well Tua's been playing these last 2 games, let's see him perform the same way against this Buffalo defense. I think it will speak volumes to whether or not I think the trade, if it's going to happen tomorrow. If not, they may give it one more week, see how he does against Buffalo. But if Buffalo,
you expect it to happen that soon, possibly, because I'm hearing more and more, Lorenzo, from beat writers, and experts like yourself, and I consider you one. I'm hearing more and more that this is very likely to happen.
Yeah,
any day now.
They need something to jumpstart. And I've said this. I said this on your show. It's like if they lost to Jacksonville, anything can happen. I said it after that game. Before the game, I said after that, anything can happen. And if Stephen Ross is going to give the Dolphins another year with Greer and Flo, I'd rather do it with a Deshaun Watson, because we know Chris Greer can at least put a decent defense together if he doesn't have to worry about the offense.
Right.
He can focus. You know what he did in 2019 when he was picking people up off the waiver wire and how those guys played for them. And it's been just like a weight over this entire franchise ever since the rumors about Deshaun Watson have started. So the players hear it. Tua hears it. The coaches hear it. So that does not help.
Right.
Go out there. If you're thinking about getting him, go get him. And then now at least you have your franchise quarterback. You're going to have I guess the salary cap goes up and you're going to have $80 million of salary cap next year. Do what you got to do to improve the offense. And we all know that Brian Flores can fix the defense, but now you got the mood and the attitude and of the team needs to be uplifted. Are there some Tua fans out there that are going to be sad to see him go? That's if he goes, because they may make the trade and still keep him, because there might the possibility of him getting suspended. We don't know. So right. At least, but then you have him for next year. If he gets suspended, then you still got Deshaun Watson. You let Tua go ahead and play out the year. And if he does well, now you got, you got Deshaun and you got Tua. Now we can wheel and deal right before the draft. Do we want to stay with Tua or do we want to stay with, Deshaun Watson? You see what I'm saying? If he gets suspended by the NFL, then you have him. He sits out. He doesn't play. Like you said at the beginning of the show, he might not play, but then you still have him. And you give up, I say you just give up 3 first-round draft choices, the one next year and the one in 23. Because
you haven't been nailing them, so.
You haven't been nailing them, but you've been doing better in the second, third, and fourth rounds. I mean, Javon Holland is good. Liam Eichenberg is good. There's those 2 off there. Jalen Phillips, I don't know what's going on with him, but that's why I'm like, in the first round, you don't take risk. You don't go for the players that have injury history coming out of college. Tua, hip, could have gone with Justin Herbert. Then you had Austin Jackson, bone marrow transplant from his hip that he gave. Noble, great thing to do. He's dealing with that. Noah Ignominy, of course, he's dealing with the fact that he's only played 2 years at cornerback. Then this year, Jalen Waddle, ankle. And then you had Jalen Phillips, concussions. Those are your 5 first-round draft choices over the last 2 years, and all of them have question marks. And if you had basically said, okay, this is what we're going to do. When we draft in the first round, we're not going to draft anyone that has any health issues.
Right.
If they just did that, what do you do in the first round of last year? You pick Justin Herbert, and then you go ahead and what's the guy, the tackle? I can't remember his name. Wolf, I think it is. I think he was Tampa Bay. You pick him. Right. And then I don't even know. Maybe you trade out of the first round. And this year, you just go ahead and stay at number 3. Stop trying to be cute. Trade in and trade out. And then you just pick Kyle Pitts. And then instead of Jalen Phillips, who can barely get on the field, look at what Myles Gaston is doing at running back. Right. But he can't even stay on the field. He doesn't even start the game. Why? Because he can't pass block. So if you know that your running back cannot pass block, you draft a running back in the first round named Najee Harris that you passed up. Najee Harris.
Lorenzo Thomas.
Look at how many passes Najee Harris is catching out of the backfield in Pittsburgh. In fact, in fantasy football, I think he's the number 2 running back in fantasy football.
Yeah. Steelers very happy with him.
So the Dolphins, basically, if Chris Grier had said, look, we're not drafting anyone that has any health concerns. Then you go with Justin Herbert over Tua. Then, of course, this year you go with Kyle Pitts. You stay at number 3. You don't get cute. And then you could have, if you stayed at number 3, then you could have got Jamar Chase, who's going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Who might be the greatest rookie ever?
And he caught passes and he makes plays, catches the ball, breaks a tackle, takes it to the house.
Had a tough beginning of the year, but boy, has he come on.
I got him on my fantasy team, so I'm watching him every week. Over 200 yards receiving. So then you could have Justin Herbert, Kyle Pitts, and Najee Harris.
By the way, I want to send a quick shout out to Cap for Life, who sends you a shout out as well, Lorenzo. Cap for Life.
Trustin. Yeah, thank you so much, Cap for Life.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Appreciate you joining the show and sharing the love. And he also said, the excuses train has been at full force, and finally, you guys are speaking the truth. Well,
thank you.
Ranso's been speaking the truth.
Yeah,
now.
Yeah, Jeff, I didn't get a chance to send you the clip, but in my post-draft report, I said that I wanted good draft, gave it a B+, but it could have been a great draft with all the assets that they had by picking Najee and picking Kyle Pitts in the first round. Then you can do whatever you want. And you know what I mean? Just don't take the risk. And then, of course, Chris Grier gets cute. So you trade out of number 3. You go to number 12. Now, you could have stayed at number 12, and you could have got Micah Parsons at number 12. Your linebacking core sucks if you had stayed at 12. But then you trade up to pick the person that you said you had number 1 on your board over Kyle Pitts and Jamar Chase, who is Jalen Waddle. So basically what you did is you could have stayed at 3, kept all your picks, or you could have stayed at 12 and had all of San Francisco's first round picks. But then you give up another first round pick to get Jalen Waddle. So basically you're giving up 2 first round picks, and then even the pick that you traded with Philadelphia, you don't even have your own pick. So if you go 2-14 or 2-13 or whatever it is, 2-15, Philly gets your pick. You don't have.
I heard from some Eagles fans yesterday who were like, "Yeah, Dolphins,
they get the Dolphins pick." So that's when getting too cute goes wrong.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
What do you do now? What do you do now going into Buffalo next week? It's been a terrible Is it a wrap?
It's an L. It's an L.
Is this season a wrap?
It's done. You can forget it. I mean, they'd be lucky to win 5 games. That means 4 more wins. They got Houston. You think, that you think they can beat Houston.
That's a Thursday night, right? Yeah.
That's the game after Buffalo. And then you have the Ravens after that. That's an L. So, you don't know where this team is going to get these wins and what is the disposition and morale going to be after Buffalo does whatever they're going to do. This team, week 17, they got blown out by Buffalo, beat New England. So they have lost. They're 1-6. So they've won. They've only won 1 in their last 8 games. And then the game before that against the Raiders, that was a miracle. Right? That was a game before that. Yeah. That was a miracle. So, and I actually really think that this team, I've said it before, they really missed the veteran leadership. The Ryan Fitzpatricks, the Kyle Van Noys, the Bobby.
You can't have it both ways. You can't.
Yeah, they missed that. They missed that. So, I would have rather had Ryan Fitzpatrick come off the bench when Tua got hurt than Jacoby Brissett. Pay him the $10 million that he got out in Washington and keep the camaraderie of the team together. Okay, Calvin, that was a lot of money. That was a lot of money, but they could have kept Fitz.
Yeah,
he wanted to start, and look what happened. He's still hurt. He's going to be out another 2 weeks because of his hip.
Yeah, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough, man.
Yeah. So
Buffalo, and then. I'm sorry, Dolphin fans. I don't know what to tell you.
Don't give up the farm. If you're going to go get Deshaun, we know he's a top. He's an elite quarterback, top 5 quarterback in the NFL. So if you want to go get him, go get him. I say keep it at 3 first-round draft choices. He's already said he doesn't want to go anywhere else but Miami, which is a power move. That's him. He's telling the Texans, I don't care who and what you get. Why would he? And the thing is, if he wants to come here, why would he want the Dolphins to give up all those assets? So over the next 2-3 years, they don't have any assets or draft choices to pick better players, which is going to help him, right? So if he's smart, he calls his boy Christian Wilkins, yo, you tell them don't give up no more than 2 or 3 number ones, all right? Boom. Hang up the phone or have somebody else contact him. He lets them know, all right, look, I know that's tampering and what have you, but it's done. You know what I mean? Let them know all the time. Let them know that's all you give up for me. Because if I'm Deshaun, I don't want them giving up 3 number ones and 2 number twos and all these players. But a player like probably a Devontae Parker or a Xavier Howard probably needs to be included in the trade so the salaries can match. Because Deshaun is getting, I think, $10, $12 million. I think he's getting $10 million this year. So he's going to have to have a salary. He's going to have to switch. So it may be 3 number ones of Devontae Parker. He ain't on the field anyway. That's probably why they haven't put him on the field, because he's going to be included in the trade. And Noah might be in. So if it's 3 number ones and those 2 people, go get it. Go get it. And then that changes everything. That changes everything on this team. Then those players can see the greatness of Deshaun Watson, and when he's throwing the ball downfield, when Will Fuller now shows up to play, and we're putting points on the board with the same defense, we would beat these teams that we're supposed to beat, or we're more talented. But right now, the players are not playing to the highest of their capabilities.
Yeah, and I feel so sorry for Dolphin fans, man. I'm just tired of seeing them frustrated.
Yo, killing me with this. I can't help 30 years.
Robert.
Brian. After Brian threw his headset down, he said the F word. He was like,
yeah, I saw that. I saw that at the end of the game.
Yo, I gotta go watch it again, man. He was so mad on that last drive at his defense.
Yeah,
so mad. He was mad, and he had every right to be. What was the coverage? Why can't you play a zone? Why is Pitts running free? Why is no one hitting him off the line of scrimmage? And they practice against these guys during the preseason. So these players. There's no excuse. There's no excuse whatsoever.
Hey, the Canes won. The Canes won, Lorenzo.
Yeah.
How about that?
Van Dyke came out there predicting.
I love that kid.
Yeah.
I love that kid, man. Here he is with one of his beautiful touchdown passes.
He's got a gun.
To the air again, pressure coming. One-on-one, downfield. Caught for a touchdown. Flag down. It's
Charleston Rambo. I love this Van Dyke quarterback, man. I mean, damn. We had talent like that?
Yeah, man. They had all the photographers in the end zone at the Canes game. What's up with that, man? They said we can't even stand in the end zone. I'm sorry, man. I took it personal when I see those photographers. That's where I stand. Damn, yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I understand, Lorenzo. I understand. But yeah, Canes beat NC State, man. Number 18 NC State. And Van Dyke is putting all skill position players
on notice
and key positions to make plays. At least the University of Miami is showing signs of life. And how about this kid in the backfield, Jalen Knight, 21 carries, 83 yards, 6 catches, 83 yards, and the touchdown. And of course, Charleston Rambo had 9 catches for $127 and a couple of touchdowns. Will Mallory got into the act. 3 catches, 34 yards, and a touchdown. And most impressive, Lorenzo, was Van Dyke, the quarterback. 325 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 of them to Rambo, and the Canes win, man. The first win over a Power 5 opponent, snapped a 6-game losing streak.
They're even favored by 10 against Pittsburgh. Road, yeah.
I mean, they get off to a good start against Pitt.
Yeah.
They got to get off to a good start.
Yeah.
They're favored to win all 4 of their games in November. Georgia Tech, Virginia Tech, they played Florida State, and Duke. So, I mean, there appears to be some kind of hope for your Miami Hurricanes, you know? And Randy Savage says at least they didn't rush the field. That would have been embarrassing. And you know the 2001 Canes were in the house. The greatest college football team ever assembled. Ever. So, yeah, it could have. I mean, at least, you know, they gave us some kind of hope over the weekend. All right.
Yeah, and it's actually good to have some winning football going on at Hard Rock Stadium because the Dolphins, you know, everything comes back to the Dolphins. You know, they've just lost every home game. So it was good for the Canes to put the beat down at the Rock, you know, because we definitely need that here in the 305. But we're going to talk about some Heat, right? They play tonight.
Oh, yeah. Orlando Magic tonight, baby.
Ooh.
Let's take a quick time out. We're going to come right back in un momento after we talk about the round table.
Brothers and sisters, let me take you back to school. It's all about the old school Sundays at the Round Table, 11205 Northwest 7th Avenue. The fun starts early at 6 p.m. with yours truly, baby, DJ Jeff Fox, playing the jam. We got pool tables, flat screen, everywhere. Come watch the big game. And we've got the best daily happy hour in the city. The best bartenders serving up our daily drink special. Tequila sour, lemon drop, sex on the beach, amaretto sour, Washington apple, only $4. Margaritas only $5, and a whole lot more. You want shots? We got shots. Bacardi, Tito's, Hennessy, Patron. Why go anywhere else? Come vibe with us at the Round Table. Yes, the Round Table, 11205 Northwest 7th Avenue. And you know you got to be there.
Saturday night in South Florida. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. College football on ESPN Primetime. Miami, with some of its past glory in-house, looks to get its first conference win of the season.
Hey, we got action, boys. No one is made for this but you. Let's go. Hey, Canes on 2. 1, 2.
Shot on my side and she don't want me to lose. I can't make this up, I can't do shining.
This is the best.
To contact The Jeff Fox Show, send your email to getthattea@gmail.com. That's GETDATTEA@gmail.com. The Jeff Fox Show is powered by the Brand Star Sports and Entertainment. Sports, entertainment's lifestyle. We give the people what they want. And now back to more of The Jeff Fox Show.
We are back.
Yes.
In the big house, the Jeff Fox Show. Man, just a little bit of the Canes glory on Saturday night. For once, Lorenzo, just for once, I felt good about my Miami Hurricanes.
Yes. I mean, because it's been a tough year. And, of course, the head coach has been getting a lot of flack about the performance of the team. But this cat, Van Dyke, man, I mean, he's got a gun for an arm. And I mean, normally most of the quarterbacks we've seen for the Canes over the past few years have been mobile quarterbacks who are, about above average. But this guy has a gun.
I did not love De'Aaron King. I just did.
Yeah, I mean, he played well, but the thing is, look, if you get a quarterback that has a gun and you go ahead and you get a recruiting class here in the state of Florida, all you need to do is just go ahead and get some boys that can run and catch the football. Because if he's got a gun and you get some guys out there, that can run those 4-4s and 4-3s and 4-2s at their wide receiver position, that opens up everything in the offense because he's got the gun that can get it there.
Yeah, and I'm glad Wiggins is gone, and the other one, the wide receivers, transferred or whatever. Good riddance. I love these new kids.
Mm-hmm.
I love the. I'm telling you, Miami has some talent. I just think that the problem is Manny and them boys could not coach, and just because the 2001 team was in the house, I don't know if that inspired them. But all of a sudden, Lorenzo, they can tackle. They can tackle.
Yeah, that is the key. And, it always comes back to the Dolphins. That's one of the problems with the Dolphins defense. I mean, there were some plays yesterday. Butler missed a tackle where he could have ended a third down. Van Ginkel missed a tackle. Elandon Robbins missed tackles. I mean, the defense just missed tackles. But that is important. That's why the Canes were able to do what they did yesterday, because they showed up and they played some defense and they made tackles.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and the same thing with the Canes, man. I mean, I saw an improved effort. I
didn't say Canes. I mean, that's what I meant.
You said Dolphins, yeah.
Okay, I meant Canes. Sorry about that.
Yeah, they fought yesterday, man. They fought. I mean, on Saturday, and I hope it continues when they go to Pittsburgh next week, and because the road is going to get tougher, Meanwhile, let's switch lanes real quick. Your Miami Heat in action tonight. And they take on the Orlando Magic, and Miami is, I think, a 13-point favorite, like a huge favorite. That's kind of rare for NBA games to be like that lopsided.
Yeah, the Magic, I'm not sure if I heard it correctly. Did they beat the Knicks yesterday?
Lenny Savage should let it. Yeah, they beat the
Knicks, right? Okay, and I think. Yeah, it is a rivalry. It is a rivalry.
Calm down, those New York fans. Woo!
It is a rivalry, but you cannot. I know that the Heat ran into a problem on Saturday night with Kyle Lowry missing that game because the offense looked totally different against the Indiana. I know you're playing on the road, but the offense without Kyle Lowry looked significantly different against the Indiana Pacers than it did the
Pacers has always been a house of horrors for the Miami Heat. It's always been that way.
Yeah, but they missed Kyle Lowry. It looked like the Miami Heat team of last year where there was not a lot of movement. The ball stuck, and they just did not look fluid. And basically, it was all about Tyler Hero coming off the bench, and I think he scored 30 points. And shot the ball 29 times in the game. And they just want him to come off the bench and be instant offense, but no one else scored over 20. I think Bam had 10 or something in the first half, and he was basically a no-show for the rest of the game. But Tyler came back, and the Heat had the lead in that game. But when it came crunch time, they didn't have that quarterback. They didn't have Kyle Lowry to run the offense. And I don't know if he's going to play tonight, but we may see some of the same issues in tonight's
if he does play, Lorenzo, he's just one double-figure scoring effort short of the 700th time in his career. And he's gone double figures, Kyle Lowry. So that's something to look for if he plays tonight. By the way, Tyler Hero at Indiana over the weekend, 30 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double off the bench. Became the first Heat reserve to ever score at least 30 points and grab at least 10 rebounds in a game off the bench. Tyler Hero. I'm expecting big things from him. Do you see the confidence just oozing off this kid?
Yeah, and if you look back to last year, they tried to start him at point last season, and it didn't work out. You know, even with Kyle Lowry out, you would think maybe they'd put him in the starting lineup, but no, they didn't want to mess with the kid. They want to keep him in that rhythm of coming off the bench and just knowing that he's going against the other team's backups when he enters the game, and he's got that green light to shoot the ball. And this is the Tyler Hero we thought we were going to see last year, but now he hit the gym, putting about 10 or 15 pounds of muscle on there. He's being more aggressive. And with the ascension of Tyler and Bam, and the addition of Kyle Lowry, you know, the Miami Heat should definitely be in the top 4 within the Eastern Conference of the NBA.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. And, of course, shout out to Bill from New Jersey, is it? Yeah.
What's up, Bill?
Yeah. Bill checking in. Jersey, man. So, big shouts out to you, man. No doubt about it. I like this Heat team, Lorenzo. Which one are we? Are we the one that beat the Bucks by 40 or?
It was 40.
Are we the
I would say no, we're not that team. And of course, they didn't have Brook Lopez and the shooting guard. His name leaves me right now. Drew Holiday didn't play in that game. You know, so the Heat beat him by 40, but it didn't make national headlines. But when the Bucks won their opener, when the ring ceremony, oh man, it was the greatest win of all time, and they make all the headlines. But you know, the Heat have to show consistency. So I think it's somewhere in the middle of the road. But they play much faster when Kyle Lowry is on the floor. So it'll be interesting. But you can definitely see they're going to make a move to pick up probably a veteran point guard. Somewhere in the middle of this season, you could see them doing that, because if Kyle Lowry goes down, they don't have a true backup point guard. So
our producer Randy Savage says Tyler Hero is Jerry West.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Called him the logo. He called him the logo. Okay.
Yeah. Listen, Tyler Hero. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. He might be my favorite Heat player right now.
Yeah, for real, right now.
Jimmy, I just like when he's on fire, like in that first game against the Bucks.
Yeah,
he pulled up from half court.
Right.
You knew, I knew, everybody knew that shot was going in.
Yeah, you knew it. But the thing is that they marked that game. You know, it was on their calendar after getting swept by the Bucks. So they were up for that game. You know, they wanted to embarrass them. And if you think about it, the Bucks had embarrassed them in the AAA. I think last season when they shot, what was it? 20? They said a record
was just a tired team. So they were tired. They were tired. They were tired. The Heat.
No, but also that they were tired by that that playoff, that four game sweep. They were tired by then. But I'm talking about during the season when the Bucks shot like 29 threes and set the NBA record and embarrassed the Heat. So there's they had a lot of motivation to put it down on the Bucks, in that first game. So I would say they're in between Indiana and the Bucks right now, number 4 seed in the NBA.
And so you were saying earlier the Knicks are not going 82-0.
Oh my God! No? I am a New Yorker. Right, but it's like, they win a couple of
son. Knicks was like,
that the Knicks win a couple of games, man. Like Steve has been on first take, like going crazy, like
not just him.
Stand up, New York, stand up. I mean, like
not just him.
What? I mean,
they were like, Kevin Durant. I bet you wish you chose the Knicks now, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
so,
I want the Knicks
lost to the Magic.
I want the Knicks to be good so bad.
It's great for the NBA when New York is good.
Yeah,
it is.
I miss hating Larry Johnson and Allen Houston and those Chris Childs.
Mm-hmm.
You remember those Knicks?
Yeah, I remember. I mean, they were my first girlfriend. You know, and then they broke my heart.
We hated the Knicks, man.
When they traded Patrick Ewing, I was done. I was like, no more. I can't give my heart to you any longer. It was a wrap after that. I was done.
How about last night also my Los Angeles Lakers won? Melo!
He had a good game last night. Played some defense, I heard.
28 points.
Okay. Did he play defense? Play some defense?
A little bit.
A little something. Okay. All right.
28 points. And Randy Savage says, boo. But, yo, that kid, John Morant, my God.
Yeah.
Lorenzo, I don't know if you saw the highlights. If you haven't, go look at him. John Morant. Oh, my God. He's on another level.
Oh, I thought you don't have it?
No.
Oh, man, I thought you was throwing me the alley-oop, man. I was about to slam dunk it.
No. This kid is crazy good. Like, I mean, damn. He put it on the whole Lakers squad last night. 40 points and 10 rebounds. Could not be stopped. Could not be stopped.
I didn't see the game last night. I heard about it, but did not see it.
You know who's surprising me, too? And I know we're 3 games into the NBA. And we'll get back to the Dolphins real quick. But
do we have to?
Randy Savage says, R.I.P. Ken Bazemore. John Morant just abused him. Yeah, we kind of my friend Capelite has a couple of Dolphin comments. Let me get him out the way real quick because he says, Tua gift wrapped 10 points to Atlanta. It's on him. 4 picks in 3 games. Excuse train.
I mean, how many touchdowns does he have? You know, I think he had 2 in New England. No, 1 in New England.
He had some bad interceptions, but I think the kid has been balling.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's just, Cap for life. He listened to throughout the whole show, but I mean, he threw over the last 2 games 87 passes. 87. You're gonna have a few bonehead throws here and there. And I'm not an apologist for Tua. I'm just stating the fact. He should not be throwing the ball 47 times and 40 times respectively in these games. You should be running the ball a little bit more, but but they get behind and he has to throw the ball 40 times. And he was efficient, but he's played his 13th game. And that's going to happen. The thing is, with this Deshaun Watson thing, if Deshaun Watson didn't exist, it would be totally a different story. We'd be talking about how well he's playing, how he looks going forward, what's going when the problems with the offensive line. He really has had no wide receivers in his 13 games. Name me the best wide receiver he's had to throw the ball to. He's had.
I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro.
I mean, come on.
Going into the season, I was like, damn. When we play the Dolphins, we got to deal with Albert Wilson. I was thinking Grant, but Grant has no hand.
Fuller and Devontae Parker, but they can't stay on the field.
Yeah,
they weren't even healthy during training camp.
I was not looking forward to that game.
So
a Raider fan.
I mean, look at what Jamar Chase did with that 5-7 yard in, breaks a tackle and takes it to the house. They're hitting Jamar Chase on crossing patterns, and he's taking it.
By the way, big props to the Cincinnati Bengals because they are my team of the week, Lorenzo. I mean, I did not see this coming.
A lot of noise. Good blocking on the screws. Chase found the. Oh, there he goes! He had him in a blender and he's off to the races. This will be 6. What a play!
And they go to Baltimore and they bitch slap the Ravens. Ooh. Cincinnati.
That was surprising. That was so surprising. The tight end, your boy Waller got hurt yesterday, right? He got hurt on Friday, right? So I have him on my fantasy team. I know no one cares about my fantasy team, right? But then I was looking at a tight end to pick up, and I don't even know how to pronounce his name, Houshmandzadeh. And I looked at picking him up, and I was like, I don't know if I want to pick him up.
Ozuma.
Yeah, him, right? So I was like, I don't, because I have Jamar Chase. So I didn't want to have 2 Bengals on my starting fantasy football team going up against the Ravens on the road. I'm like, who's going to get the ball the most? I said, okay, I'm not going to pick him up. I'm going to stay with Jamar Chase. And how did I pick him up? I won my game anyway. I think I was a high scorer because I had, I'm not going to go through all that, but I had some ballers on my team yesterday. But I thought about picking him up and decided not to because your boy got hurt in practice. We talking about practice.
Boston Monroe, though. I mean, adequate backup.
Yeah, and that's what I should have did. I should have picked up the backup tight end. I got a 0 for my tight end, but I scored basically almost 200 points in the Yahoo League.
By the way, Joe Burrow, I mean, he's a beast, man. 416 yards, 3 touchdowns, had an interception in the end zone. And your boy Jamar Chase, man, 201 yards, a touchdown, 8 catches, balling. Cincinnati, 5-2 on the year, best start in 6 years, and they moved into a tie with Baltimore, the team that I had at number 1 in my Power 5 last week. I apologize to the Arizona Cardinals. Not bad. And people were telling me last week, man, you need to put some respect on the Cardinals' name, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I hadn't been. But the way they've been playing, and Kyler Murray has just been balling out there. I think he had, he started off fast last year, and then he kind of hit a snag midway through the season. So we'll have to see, make sure he continues to progress. But this is always comes back to the Dolphins, right? But this is what the Cardinals did. They went out and got some veterans, right? Mm-hmm. Because they didn't have they had some leadership, but look at the veterans they brought in. They brought in one on the offensive side of the ball, and they brought in one on the defensive side of the ball.
By the way, Zach Ertz in his first game yesterday.
Yeah, so you bring in Watt and you bring in Green, and now you have some veteran leadership on the team that can help elevate the team to the next level. So that's very important.
Cap for Life says Waddle is supposed to be Tyreek Hill. I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Still
waiting on that.
Yeah.
Again, Mike Gesicki's a Pro Bowler.
No, he's not. Not in the AFC. Not with Waller and Kelsey. He's not a Pro Bowler.
He's a good player, though.
He's a good player.
He's
a.
I don't think you guys use him enough.
He's a slot receiver. He's not a tight end. So just could you imagine if they had Gesicki and Kyle Pitts on the field at the same time? That's a matchup nightmare. And Tua loves to hit the tight ends.
Yeah.
Right there in the seams. You could have had Kyle Pitts and Gesicki on the field together, but no. You don't want to stay at number 3, Hunter Long. Right. Exactly.
The frustration continues.
Hunter Long.
Dolphin fans. And you got to look around the league and you see
Hunter
guys
Long.
like
Man, I forgot about Hunter Long.
Yeah. Hey, can we get some love to my Raiders? We in first place, dog.
What about your top 5, man? Let's talk about it, man. Almost top of the weekend.
Yeah. My boy,
what's your top 5? Your power 5.
Oh, my power 5. Yes.
Power 5, Jeff. Give it to me.
All right. Can I have a little theme music underneath the count? Not too loud. Little theme music for my power 5.
What, the same one I gave you before?
Yeah.
Basic.
Yeah. And now let me use the Jeff Fox radio guy voice.
Okay.
It's time now for the Jeff Fox Power 5.
Yes.
And coming in at number 5 this week, the Tennessee Titans and the Vegas Raiders. It's a tie.
What?
It's a tie.
Oh, come on.
The Titans.
I cut the music off on that one.
The Titans just bitch slapped.
No, it's no tie.
Bitch slapped the Chiefs.
It's no tie,
The
man.
Chiefs are a fraud.
It's no tie. But go ahead. Okay, at number 5. Go ahead.
The
Number
Titans 5. And the Raiders. So we have a tie here. All right. At number 4. At number
Raiders,
4.
Stop it.
Dude, you better respect my Raiders, man.
No, I'm not.
My Raiders.
Who have they beat? Who have the Raiders beat?
We got the best record in the AFC.
Who have they beat?
We have the best record
you have
in
to
the AFC.
Teams.
We have the best record in the AFC.
It's called a Power 5. It's not a powerful team if you're beating up on weak teams like the Steelers, the Eagles, and the Dolphins. Stop it.
All right. At number 4, the Green Bay Packers. He's a bad man, and he continues to be. Aaron Rodgers, and guess who they got this week? Our number 1 team. I'll get to them in a minute. Number 3, Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How much did they score yesterday?
I don't remember.
They just, I think Brady and Belichick never won when they played in kid ball. Like, I think they always got beat. They just always run them to score. New England yesterday with the Jets.
They put up
54-13. Why?
It's a rival. It's the AFC East, and that's what you do to your AFC rivals. And Buffalo's going to try to put up 50-something on the Dolphins, too.
Yeah.
They're going to try it. Yeah, they're going to try it. Who's your number 2 team?
No, Tom Brady and Tampa Bay at number 3. Number 2, the Dallas Cowboys, America's nightmare. They are scary good on offense and on defense. Dallas just might be going to the Super Bowl this year. And can you imagine Cowboy fans all around the country? And then number 1. And they should have been number 1 last week. I went to the Baltimore Ravens, but I should not have. I apologize to Arizona Cardinals Nation. They are the best team in all of football. The Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals.
Okay. All right.
You got a problem with that? They beat the Rams.
Do I? The Raiders don't need to be tied with the Titans. The Raiders don't need to be tied with the Titans. You don't have a tie in no Power 5. And in fact, the Bills belong in here somewhere instead of your Raiders. You know,
lost.
Yeah, but look at who they lost to. You can't compare the Raiders' wins to the
top
Bills
10
wins. Come on now. Nah, man, the Bills deserve to be in the top 5.
Yeah, well.
Straight up. Ahead, your Raiders don't even need to be mentioned just yet. Just yet.
By the way, before we get
Power 5,
are we up against Lorenzo?
But I like it. I like it. It's just that you're being biased and throwing the Raiders in there.
Raiders are a great team,
right? But who have they beaten, Jeff?
Everybody except the Chargers.
Who have they beaten with a winning record? And I'm going off the top. I'm going off the top here. I didn't do any research.
Ravens. We beat the Ravens first game of the year.
That was week 1, and okay, teams are just getting used to each other. Okay, so that's one. That's one win against a quality team, and then the Bengals just blew them out yesterday. So what is that saying about your quality win against the Ravens?
I don't know what happened yesterday.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, they don't. The Raiders are not. The Raiders, if you're going to put Tennessee in front of Buffalo because Tennessee beat Buffalo, the Raiders don't need to be tied with Tennessee for number 5. And no one does a tie in a power top 5. No one does that. You're biased. You're biased.
Yesterday was National Tight End Day. Tight End Day.
Hold on, wait. We had our show prep, and he had the Raiders here first at 5. And then we debated it, and he's like, okay, you're right, Tennessee. He still didn't want to put the Bills there, but we were talking about the Bills and the Tennessee Titans game. So he put it to the Titans because I understand that.
Look at Derek Carr. Look at the defense.
Nice play of the drive on second down. Carr fires. Moreau. Touchdown.
Just beautiful.
And the Eagles are what? 2 and 5? The Eagles are 1 game better than the Dolphins. 1 game better than the Dolphins. Go ahead. And what was the final score?
33-22.
And that's the same Dolphins team that took y'all to overtime?
Listen.
Come on, man.
It's a win. How hard it is to beat.
But it's a power ranking. So it depends, just like in college, how do you beat the teams down that you play? And you got to look at the record. You just beat a team that's now 2 and 6 now, or 2 and 5.
We're 5-2. We have the best record in the AFC. Respect us. Respect us. Yeah, okay. And we own the Dolphins.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah, you got to respect us, man.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have said that before the game that went into overtime. After the face mask miracle.
By the way,
you own us, right? You own us, right? But we beat you and knocked you out of the playoffs last year, right?
Yeah,
that did knock you out of the playoffs.
That's why it felt so
Yeah,
good.
yeah, it did knock you out of the playoffs, but you own us, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right.
Hey, before I get out of here, I want to put some respect on the name of Rex Chapman. Rex Chapman is a former Miami Heat player, right?
Right.
And a lot of kids, especially today, don't know who Rex Chapman was. Came out of Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
White basketball player.
Remember
him.
him.
Was nasty with it. Used to dunk with authority. And one night, right here in Miami at the Miami Arena, the great Rex Chapman torched Michael Jordan. Torched him. And he talked smack to him. I have proof.
Held him. Rex in Michael's face now. And Alonzo Mourning in Michael's face now. Kick it back out. Chapman for three.
That's a great job. All you have to do.
Or doubleheader, probably. I don't think they've lost one of those as Rex Chapman puts it up. Michael, 47-31, Miami with the lead. Smith into the corner. Rex Chapman for the open play.
Wearing the Bulls out here. Wearing them out.
Yep. Just accelerates up the floor. Rex Chapman, quick, long.
All he's got to do is stand in the corner. He doesn't have to go anywhere.
Smith, top of the circle, looks for the open man. Oh, MJ almost got it. Chapman, an open three.
Wow.
Classic.
Yo, he was nasty. He put it on Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah. How many did Michael score in that game?
He had only 8 players that night.
Yeah. How many did Michael score that game?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. He got torched by Rex Chapman, who's now a Twitter legend.
Yeah, he sure is. That was a big win.
The same Rex Chapman. All right. Tonight's game ball, Lorenzo, goes to Shaquille O'Neal. Now, Shaq, what did he do? Well, Shaq was at a park recently, and then we're up out of here. He was at a park with some kids, and he dared one of them to make a free throw. Shaq famous for missing free throws.
Right, very famous for that.
Yeah. If this kid made a free throw, every kid in that park got a free laptop. Did he make it? Let's see.
Violation on number 15. One shot.
Game ball to Shaq. Do you see how many kids were on that park?
That's a lot of laptops.
That's a lot of laptops.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. It might be
Every one of them got a laptop from Shaq.
I was wondering why was Shaq saying hold on? Do you know?
He was just trying to get him to calm down. That's
okay.
Yeah, the video pretty much stopped there.
Right.
But,
Great.
How cool was that from Shaquille?
That was cool. I mean, I've heard, down here in South Florida, we've heard stories about Shaq walking in the stores. Huh? Okay, baby. All right, that's my daughter. Someone ring the doorbell. So we'll be there. I'll be there shortly. Yeah. So, don't open the door.
Yeah,
at the door. Yeah, man. But there. It is legendary. Where Shaq will go in. Okay. All right. Are you sure? Are you sure it's Grandma? Okay. All right.
I mean, just tell be careful because you never know who it might be.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
Yeah, man. Well, let's get ready to go, man. This Heat game about to start, man. I'm ready to go.
All right, man. All right. Renzo, I'm about to get about it, man. Appreciate you, big dog.
Appreciate you too, man. Send me the MP4.
All right. You already know what it is, man. Appreciate you. Renzo Ice T, y'all checking in with your boy. That allows me to bring in off the bench, Randy Savage. Yes. What's going on, Randy Savage?
I'm hyped. I'm ready to talk some BMF.
BMF, the greatest show since Snowfall.
I agree.
And I love the violence, and I want more of it. 50 Cent, give me more violence.
Ain't a lot of violence in BMF, honestly. It's just such a good show.
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that.
I love that they had the brother thing. T and Meech. Like, I made me want to get a chain that just said Savage.
We know. I mean, and if you don't watch BMF, it's on the Stars Network. It's about Big Meech, a famous Detroit hustler who created the
Black Mafia.
Black Mafia, yeah. Like that. That's some dope shit, man. Like it's popping on Stars, and then they're about to bring back Power. I mean, I'm here for all of it. I'm here for all of you, Randy Savage.
Drug dealer universe, man. We out here.
Yeah. By the way, Tommy Hearns just turned damn, I forgot his birthday. I think it was 60 something.
I think like 64 or something like that.
63?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tommy Hearns been hanging out with Sugar Ray Leonard. And now they're great friends. And Tommy Hearns used to knock people like the bleep out.
Thomas, the hitman, Hearns.
Up and Will. A solid right, and down goes Duran. Tommy Hearns. Good left and a right behind it by the champion. Duran in trouble again in his corner. Is not
Holy wants the body, and he bangs Marvin. Oh, Hearns may have hurt him with the right hand. Hearns hurt another right. Hearns hits him with an uppercut. Hagler, he's hurt. Hagler is done. Hearns got inside. Hit him with a right uppercut.
But it did. Hearns bangs the hook with the body. Big shot.
Yo, Tommy Hearns was a bad man, bro.
Yo, I just see him.
Tommy Hearns was a bad man.
Just beating somebody's ass with an S curl, dog. It's just ridiculous, man.
I think the worst beating he ever gave anybody was when he put it on Martin Lawrence. When he knocked Martin Lawrence out, man, that dude looked like a corpse.
Oh, that was a great episode too, man.
Yeah. So by the way, the Sixers wanted all the smoke with Ben Simmons. They seem to have gotten all the love together now in Philadelphia. Well, I think Ben Simmons is going to play.
I think he's definitely going to play. I think they should hire a sports psychologist for Ben Simmons, because I think what his issue is definitely mental. I don't think it's physical, because he can still score. Mm-hmm. He's just, there's something wrong with his head, honestly, that's messing him up right now. Either he wants to be a star and be at LA, or it's just a mental block.
It's a soap opera. And now Joel Embiid, who said this last week.
At this point, I don't care about that man, honestly. He does.
And now he loves him.
Yeah, because they got smoked the first couple games. Like,
which one is it, Joel Embiid?
At this point, I don't care about that man, honestly. He does.
Okay.
Similar to Kyle Lowry, as long as Joel Embiid can play 75% of them games and make it to the playoffs healthy, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So, like I need with Kyle Lowry. I don't need Kyle Lowry for a game in October. I need Kyle Lowry for May, June, and July. April, May, and June. That's all I need him for.
Miami Heat just put him on a maintenance. Is that why he missed the game the other night?
Exactly. He said he could play, but he didn't want to play. So, plus, like, Indiana's a buzzsaw spot. You don't want to go to Indiana and lose. You always lose there. You lose in Denver. Like, it doesn't matter. Those games don't matter early.
Man, after watching Ja Morant last night, I think he's going to be the best player in the world one day.
I wouldn't be surprised. I remember
Ja Morant, and he's slowly developing a three-pointer.
Yeah. It's like he's like a mix of Russ and Rose when they first came into the league with their explosiveness, but he's got like this Kyrie layup package, which is nasty. I also think what's his name is nice too, and they should respect him. The kid from Toronto who played for Florida State, Scotty Barnes.
Really?
He's nice. Nice. He's like 6'8".
I'm not up on all my these young kids that are coming out.
I got to give you a list of who to watch.
This kid from Golden State. Who the hell is Jordan Poole?
Jordan Poole. He balled out last year not last year, 2 years ago.
Who's he?
He balled out when Steph was injured and Clay got injured, and he was the only player they had. Him and whoever the other guy was, Jordan Poole.
Like Jeff Fox Jr. was like, you don't know who Jordan Poole is? I'm like, hell nah.
No.
No.
Just wait till Clay come back. Clay's not coming back to December. And usually, like, especially how I usually treat basketball now, I usually don't care about it till like Super Bowl. And then from then, I care about it. But because the Dolphins are 1-6, I'm all in on basketball right now. I'm watching everything I could.
Bulls I'm gonna watch this Heat game, even though the prognosticators don't think it'll be much of a contest. Like,
Magic suck, bro.
Yeah,
Magic are bad. I like Wendell Carter, and I like what's his name's son, Greg Anthony's son. But
yeah,
I don't like the Magic. The Magic's not that good anymore.
Yeah, they're bad. They're
Vucevic ain't on that no more. He ain't giving the Heat 40 and 20 anymore. So I'm good. I don't gotta worry about him no more.
Yeah.
By the way, Ross is there.
Huh?
I think Ross is there. Ross can give the Heat 30 points and no assists, no rebounds, no steals, but he'll give the Heat 30 points.
Yeah. So if you're picking Orlando tonight,
that's stupid. Use your common sense.
For real. I mean, don't pick Orlando.
I'm happy about my boy Tyler, man. Tyler's is looking great.
Hero.
Remember, people. He said he felt he could be as good as Luka and Trey, and people started laughing. But
I'm not laughing at Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero is a sniper, and the Miami Heat.
Good.
We need a nickname for Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson, and it's not the. I think they tossed one around a couple of years ago.
We called them the Hardy Boys.
It was the Hardy
Boys, yeah. Like the rest, the wrestlers, the Hardy Boys.
No.
They were like, why didn't they trade the Hardy Boys for James Harden? They didn't have enough for him.
The Hardy Boys.
The Hardy Boys.
The book I used to read when I was a kid.
Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy from wrestling.
Oh,
that's that WWE stuff. That's that SmackDown stuff. You still watch wrestling?
No, bro.
No. I asked Claude the same thing. Claude looked at me. He's like, I haven't watched wrestling since Stone Cold. Yeah.
Not since Gordon Soley and Jack Briscoe. Dusty Rhodes.
Stone Cold.
Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty
Punk Jr. No.
Were you watching when the Junkyard Dog was still around?
I think I barely remember him.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, that's your bonus coverage tonight, folks. By the way, congratulations to the Atlanta Braves and the Houston Astros going to the World Series.
I usually don't watch it, but I'm rooting for everybody black. So I'm rooting for Dusty Baker.
Dusty Baker and the Astros, right? Yeah.
Yeah. This morning they said he was playing Slim Thug and he was playing something else in the
Dusty Baker playing Slim Thug.
Baker was playing Slim Thug in
get it, Houston.
Hey, Houston.
H-Town. I love it. I love it.
Drake
all right.
Like that.
Hey, finally, man, tonight, Monday Night Football, Seahawks, New Orleans Saints in Seattle. Jameis Winston balling. Kickoff in a little bit, 45 minutes. Who you rolling with, man?
I'm going with Who Dat Nation, my second team.
I am going with Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks.
Miramar's own.
Boy, yeah. So we about to get up out of here, man. We thank you, everybody. Don't forget the Cash App. All right, Radio Host $1, $ Radio Host $1. Go to the website, thejefffoxshow.com, and catch up on all your sports news. And you Miami Dolphin fans, hang in there, man. It's going to be all right. All right? Get over it, man. I mean, You're gonna beat somebody one day.
Congratulations! Oh my God.
I love the video. I saw that video when
Lorenzo's so hot, man. That made
that video where they showed, you know, Chloe Bailey, the girl Chloe Bailey, Halle and Chloe, the one that's been out now that's been, I guess, expressing her sexuality.
Oh,
she's grownish.
Yeah.
They showed a video of her, a picture of her in Ghana, and at the Hawks game, and that's the first thing that came to mind. Congratulations!
Yeah. By the way, we got to do some investigations into Darius McCrary from Family Matters.
Oh yeah,
apparently he has a friend that he claims is not a friend. We won't get too much into it because I don't want to offend nobody. But Darius feels like, you know, they just friends. That's what he say.
I man said a mouth is a mouth.
Congratulations! Oh my God. Congratulations! Oh my God.
Oh man. I got to get in here, man. I got to watch the Heat game. I got to watch the Heat game, and I got to watch Monday Night Football, man. So I'll see y'all later. All right, big shout out, rather, not shoot. Big shout out. Miami Hurricanes. Y'all finally beat somebody.
Saturday night in South Florida. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. College football on ESPN Primetime. Miami with some of its past glory in-house. To the air again, pressure coming, one-on-one, downfield, caught for a touchdown, flag down, it's Charleston Rambo.
You've been listening to The Jeff Fox Show. Jeff Fox Show. Join us next time on the same platform for another exciting episode of The Jeff Fox Show. Remember, there's no Jeff Fox Show without your support. Continue to support The Jeff Fox Show via Cash App at #RadioHost1. This has been a production of The Jeff Fox Show Incorporated.